Hey Wizards, guess what? It's Kimise and I'm back with Kieran Trollcaller and we are here to continue the Myth walkthrough. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Sorry guys, we missed an episode or two this week. This has been a spring break for me, so I've been taking some time to spend some time with the kids and have some fun and just relax a little bit. So just getting around to the videos for this week. So we got a couple videos this week. Won't be the usual four, but we're going to knock out some. And I can't wait for you guys to see some of the stuff that's been happening. Now, I haven't totally been all silent, exactly. In fact, if you look at my outfit, you notice things have kind of changed since the last time you saw me. So let me do a quick explanation. Let's do a rundown of our stats, and then we'll get straight into questing. Okay, well, first off, we're at level 67. We're at 3,000 health. That's fantastic. XP's looking good. Gold's looking good. Got 78 damage now. That's the highest damage we've had yet. I'm going to walk through all that here in just a minute. Resistance is 24 across. That's kind of nice. That's helpful, right? 24 percentage and plus another 24 that comes off right off the top. That's very good. Accuracy is sitting at a 22 plus 22. That is fantastic. Critical rating sitting at 161. That's okay. I mean, as I recall, for this level, that's about right. You're going to be singing about 161 critical, give or take, depending on your stats. Block ratings across the same. Stun resist at 6% because of the opals that we have in there. So happy to have those. Healing 5% coming in, and then 76% power pips. So now let's talk about gear. Okay. So if you remember, a few episodes back, we were talking about three pieces of gear that would be really great to get that you can get starting at level 56 and then two of them at level 60. So let's talk about those pieces of gear. Now the first one was the crafted gear. So for instance, the Poetic Chieftain's Helm. We're still wearing that. And one of the reasons why I have this on is this helm is really excellent for attack. So if you notice, we got plus 70 rating for a critical, plus 17 on attack percentage. So that's great. Plus, it gives you that blade, which is a plus 40 blade. Pretty awesome. Now, what I did while we were out, guys, is I got two things. Is I went ahead and got myself the Trixie Hood. Okay. So the Trixie Hood is nice. This is what comes out of Waterworks. This is a premium piece of gear. This is level 60. But if you look at it, you don't get as much health. You get the same accuracy. But you do get better resist, and you do get more healing rating. So that's the stuff you get for Trixie Hood. But if you look at it, you get 5 less critical rating, and you get 2 less on attack percentage, plus no spell. So that was one of the options. So I chose to keep the Chieftain's Helm because I get the critical rating and I get the attack. Now I'm going to keep the Trixie Hood in my bag of tricks because I might need something that has more resist at some point. But for right now, since I'm focusing on attack, I'm going to keep the Poetic Chieftain's Helm. Now I also got what we would call the Zigzag Gear, and this is called the Helm of Ravenous Teeth. These all have different names if you look at them. So the Helm of Ravenous Teeth is pretty cool. You get more health, which is pretty awesome. You get a power pip boost. You get more resist. You lose accuracy. Get more critical, but you lose the damage percentage. This is a tough choice, and you don't get a blade. Yeah. So I've been like throwing this up and down for quite a while, but I think I'm going to keep the Chieftain's Helm. And here's why I'm going to keep the Chieftain's Realm. 20 health isn't going to save me. 3% pip chance, although nice, not a big deal. Another 3% on defense, I don't really need that. But the accuracy is nice to have, so the Poetic Chieftain's Helm is going to do better accuracy. The critical rating is not as important to me. I seem to critical just as much as if I didn't have it. I don't think 12 critical on my rating is going to make it that big of a difference because I seem to critical a lot anyway, so I'm not so worried about that. But on the Poetic Chieftain's Helm, I get that extra attack, that extra 1% damage, plus I get the blade. And that extra blade, honestly, is worth more than the other stuff I'd get from the helm. So that's why I chose that. So you might be running your character different. You might want higher defense. So, and remember, this is different per school, too. So you've got to look at each one of these things per school. I wanted to get all three. I wanted to get all of the set for each one, so we could go over this in well, like we're doing right now, so you have an idea of how you want to make these types of decisions. So it really kind of depends. Like if I was trying to do more of a resist, more of a support character, I might go ahead and go for this one or the Trixie Hood because you get a higher resist on it, and the damage isn't that much of a difference. The big loss would be the blade. Okay, let's take a look at our clothing. So right now I'm wearing the Ravenous Teeth Garb. Gives us 334 max. You got the plus pip percentage, which is nice. 5% on accuracy, 10% resist, which is awesome. You got a 42 to your critical, plus 20, which I think is killer for your attack. So let's go ahead and compare it. So if we compare it to the Waterworks cape, the Waterworks cape is pretty good as well. This is often, one of the ones most people wear. But if we compare it, the Waterworks will give us a little bit more health, and it'll give us about 3 more attack percentage. But we lose the power pips. But the nice thing about the Trixie cape, it's going to give us more block. It's going to give us 2 higher on the resist. And the health, look at that health. Health's pretty good too, so you get that. Here's where it drops down on. Less critical rating and 2 less for damage. And no spell. Here's the reason why I'm sticking with the Ravenous Guard. One, this gives me more attack percentage. It goes ahead and gives me some back on that critical that I was losing. Plus, it gives me some of my power pips back that I was losing by not doing a couple of the other things. There you go. I do lose a little bit on accuracy, but I also get the multi-prism there. That's going to be super useful, especially when we come across multi guys. And what's nice about that's I don't have to worry about using a spell slot for that. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to go ahead and keep that. Now the other option, if you guys remember, was a Chief's Garb of Might, and the reason obviously that I decided to choose this over the Chief's Garb of Might is, again, we're going to get a higher critical, we're going to have a higher damage percentage, and even though the accuracy we lose a little bit. I think, it was a tough choice because all 3 of these robes are really, really good, but I wanted to go ahead and get that extra oomph since I'm going for attack. I wanted to get that extra oomph on my damage percentage. And so that's where the Ravenous Teeth Garb edges out the Chief's Garb of Might just a little bit. Plus, the Prism. Not a bad thing, the multi-prism, because we don't get a multi-prism for our school until we get to Avalon, and that's 2 worlds away. So multi-prism is actually quite an advantage at these lower levels. Now, let's take a look at the boots. I'm wearing the Trixie boots. Trixie boots are awesome. We get that 5% on our accuracy, we get some block, 27, we get the plus 8 on resist, we get the 5 incoming healing, and we get a good 14% on damage. Trixie boots are pretty nice, but let's compare. We had, let's see here, let's go ahead. We have the Time of Legend boots, which is what I was wearing. So obviously health, really, if you look at all the stats, they're just lower. And the only big difference is we get the spell. Well, honestly, Time of Legend doesn't replace. You'll notice I also got 2 other sets of Trixie boots while I was doing the grind there at Waterworks. That happens. A lot of times you can get duplicates of gear when you're doing the grind. Okay? So yeah, so we go with Time of Legends boots, and that's why that worked out that particular way. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the other boots, the Ravenous Teeth Stompers. That's the other one. Now these aren't bad. I mean, you're looking at higher health, you're looking at higher percentage of attack. You're looking at higher block rating. Not as much on resist, okay, but higher healing. That's pretty good. Here's the kicker. You lose 5% on the damage. And since I'm going for damage, yep, these are the best boots. So I guess depending on which stat you want to go with, okay, is going to depend on what you want to do. Now, any of these sets of gear are all good. Oh, these are all great sets of gear. And they all are balanced in different ways. Okay, and that's one thing to keep in mind. What I was doing is I was looking for a specific stat to go ahead and help me do more charging. Now, am I gonna go ahead and stitch these? Yeah, because these are ugly as heck. I mean, look at this. Look at this combination. You see me right? See me right there? Boy, this is like, yeah, the worst combination ever. Gotta stitch this stuff. But for right now, I'm pretty happy with the group. Now, we still got the same spear. Like, for instance, You know, and I'm probably going to keep the Sky Iron Hasta for a while, and I'll tell you why. Because that plus 10% damage, to me, that's worth way more than the critical right now. It just is. You know, like for instance, the Montante of Immortals. This is the big blade that I got doing the zigzag thing, and this is the top blade you get out of there. You know, you get some pierce, you get some block rating, which is great if you're getting critical on all the time, but I don't. And you get the +1. Well, I mean, it's really not that great, you know, honestly, you know. And if I look at some of the other stuff or some of the other pieces of gear you can end up picking up, none of them give you that plus 10% the Sky Iron Hasta. So honestly, if I'm going to swap out the Sky Iron Hasta for something else, I've got to get something in exchange that I think's valuable. And right now, I haven't seen anything in weapons for that yet. We're still rocking the Wolf's Bronze Claws because it gives her that plus 4% damage. Obviously, I got to check. I got to be watching things because I'm looking because I want to find the best. You know, obviously the best thing that I can find. But right now, this is the best one I have at the moment. So we're going to keep an eye out because if we can increase that power pip percentage or that damage, that would be awesome. For amulets, still running the feint because I think that's a really good. Let's we got some more jewels. Let's make sure we didn't get any other cool jewels. Like for instance, right now we have defense opals +12, which is nice. But I don't think we have anything better. I don't think I've got anything better. It's always good to check. Yeah, sapphires, rubies. Yeah. Oh, we did get a plain defense over. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. We might change it. I got to think about it. And then our ring, right now we're still running the Peridot Ring of Battle, which gives us that plus 6%. And at level 90, we can use this Alpha Omega ring, which will give us a plus 10%. But right now, the Peridot Ring of Battle is pretty awesome. Like if you compare it to the ring that you get over in the Zigzag. The Zigzag gives you a variety of different things, and I might go ahead and switch up to the Zigzag, and I'll tell you why. I don't know. See, it's tough. The power pip percentage, a lot of my power pip rating comes from the Peridot Ring of Battle right now. And if I give it up, yeah, see what I'm talking about? Is that worth it for 1% of damage? Yeah, see, I don't think it is. So I don't know. That's why I'm still on the Peridot Ring of Battle as opposed to jumping up to the Ring of Preparation. The Ring of Preparation does give us one more point of damage, but is it worth it for everything else we give up in it? You know, like if I get a damage jewel, I can go ahead and swap out the critical, the plus 1% rating critical right there on my sockets and possibly get it there. In fact, you know, let's just go ahead and jewel it and let's see. Have I gone I've gone just a regular addition damage, and I got a +6 critical rating, which is better than what I've got on there right now. But but really what I'm looking for is I really want to get a damage thing. So I don't know. Lots of choices to be made, guys, but we're going to get right into the questing before we run out of time this episode. So let's go ahead and check our quest. In for repairs. So we have to go talk to the Preceptor of Contemplation, okay, because I think we have to repair something. Well, we were in Stormriven, weren't we? I think so. Gosh, it's been a few days since I got in. So let's go ahead and do this, and let's check and see what's going on. Oh, you know what, guys? We don't have any tunes going on. There we go. That will work, and that's really soft. Okay, guys, so let's go talk to the Preceptor, which is right over here. You'll notice that a lot of quests here in Celestia will send you back to the Preceptor. Well, and why not? Because it's like the computer of the place. And so the Astral Archives is definitely somebody you want to talk to. And so we talked to the Astral Archives, and it wants us to go to the Preceptor. Yeah, that's right. That's what's going on. Absolutely fantastic. So, just a reminder, guys, if you are continuing to enjoy the content, I just want to say big thanks to everybody who's been subscribing. You guys are absolutely awesome. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please think about it because it really helps out my channel. Remember, I'm working with the YouTube algorithm, and two things that really help me grow this channel and adjust is to go ahead and is for me to get likes in the videos and for subscribers. So as that subscriber number continues to go up, and as you guys watch videos you like and you hit that like button, it really helps YouTube algorithm suggest this video to others who might be looking for videos of the same content. So everybody who's doing that, thank you so much. You guys are absolutely awesome. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I ask, why not? Why not? Please, it won't bother you. Yeah, just don't, you know. And then if you want to know when the next video is coming out, make sure you hit that bell button, because that way you won't miss a thing and you will be on track with everything else. Okay, guys, so Preceptor of Contrivance. Let's see here. There it is. Now, one other thing, guys, if I haven't mentioned it before, which I'm sure I have, I do stream several times a week. So if you enjoy the content and you want to see more of it, or you just want to hang out and chat and ask me questions that you've had as you've been watching the series, because you think, oh, wait a second, why do you do that? Go ahead and hop on stream. Come and chat with me. We got plenty of space in the chat for it. I would love to hear from you guys, meet some of you guys. Thank you so much, everybody who's been watching the videos.
You
once
say
again.
the words of the incantation.
Good. The portal stone gleams in the moonlight. Okay, now let's go talk to that archivist again. There we are.
I sense that the Lunarium portal stone has been restored to full integrity.
Very good.
I recommend you restore the Lunarium portal stone to its correct alignment within the portal. To do so,
okay,
exit
so
the
we're going to go ahead and open up a new
archive
portal.
and proceed in an orderly fashion to the area currently designated Celestia Base Camp.
Fantastic. By the way, in all my grinding, guys, I did get like 2 new pets. I got myself a couple of life pets, believe it or not. Not that I'll use them, but I might save them. I might like transfer them to maybe my like if I ever start a life character. Oh no, what was I thinking? Nope, I'm never going to start a life character. Not on this count, at least. This count's all full anyways. So, yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, so we have to go back and use the moon portal, or should we say create the moon, fix the moon portal, then use the moon portal. So here we go. Is that the moon portal? It's the moon portal.
You restore the pieces
There
of the
we
Lunarium
go.
portal, and soon it shines invitingly.
Okay, let's go talk to Edith and give her the good news that we got the moon portal up. So there's like 3 portals we end up having to fix before it's all said and done. This is like number 2. Let's talk to her.
That's a welcome sight to see.
Aha.
Now that the portal is active, it's your chance to enter the Lunarium and see what's inside.
Very good.
Find the moon of Celestia and bring it back. We can finally unlock the keys to the Astral School of Star Magic. I'm thrilled for you.
Very good. Okay, so we're going to the School
No
of Star
telling
Magic.
what's inside.
Okay. I'm just going to
The
grab the
Lunarium.
side quest right quick. Now, if you're wondering how my side quest journey has been going, I have completed all the side quests up to this point. So you're looking at, just a heads up, when you're looking at my level, sitting at level 67, that's about where you'd be at this point if you were doing all side quests in the world. And the only ones I haven't completed is like the Elephant and a couple others that are kind of hard to do solo, and I just haven't had time to sit down. So there's like 3 quests, so maybe not all. I didn't do Breast Breeze, haven't done the Tower of the Elephant, and I haven't finished out
Something terrible happened here.
the Dr.
The
Jekyll
Stellar
one.
Protectors
Okay.
have run amok. You should find one that isn't hostile.
Okay, so let's go over here, and we got to talk to the Preceptor. This is a dungeon that we'll be able to get done in this episode for sure, so let's go ahead and let's talk to a one of the Protectors.
The Stellar Protector's
Ah,
power
yes,
mode.
okay, so we
You
need to
can
go
start
ahead and
by
get
charging
something.
the
Let's make sure that
Protector
our
by
thing's
restoring
ready
its
to go.
power mode.
Good, we can take those out because guess what? We actually have one in our thing. Isn't that awesome? Okay. One of the best decks I've ever done. So let's go ahead and defeat some of these guys, and let's go ahead and get ourselves a new one. Not a problem at all. Okay, guys, after I knock these guys out, bring it back in a minute. Hey, guys, welcome back. We got that power thing. Let's talk to the Preceptor.
Now that the Stellar Protector is charged with its
Or the
power
Protector,
mode,
yeah.
it flickers for a moment.
Must
Activation code, Captain
code,
Gloomflame, release,
find
reactivate. Okay.
Captain Gloomflame.
Okay, so obviously there's somebody to talk to down here. Let's go ahead and
Reactivate.
talk to him. There he is, Colton Gloomfame. Let's see what he would suggest us to do.
A stellar protector. Ah, yes, I wove a binding of lethargy upon it so long ago I've forgotten the unweaving
Oh,
incantation.
Colton,
I
okay.
tell you what, the war with Celestia ended ages ago for me, and I have little
And this
interest
guy's
in further
obviously from Dragonspire. Gosh, these guys go have wars with
I
everybody.
gave the incantation to my 3 former henchmen, Thrail Bone Striker, Vorgan Soulbreaker,
Okay, so we got
and
3 fights.
Sarvis Bloodsoul.
Very nice.
However, they're not as pragmatic about the war as I am. They won't give up their pieces of the incantation without a fight.
So we have to go fight 3 ghosts. Okay, guys, so let's see here. The first one is this Trail Bone Striker, and if we go down here, we're going to find him sitting right in here. There he is, Trail Bone Striker. Let's go ahead and charge him, and let's take him down. Now, these guys don't talk, so give me a minute, guys. I'm going to go ahead and defeat Trail Bone Striker, and I'll be back in a minute.
When Thrail Bone Striker is defeated, he surrenders part of the incantation.
And there we go, guys. We have just defeated him, so let's go on to Vargan Soulbreaker. So when you're done with that guy... I'm sorry, I'm a sucker for reagents. I just finished doing another crafting quest for an extra training point. That was one of the side quests you get to do. I got to make a tea set. Yep. And anyway, sorry. So if you follow him out this way, let's go. Oh, a pearl. It's a black. Is that a black pearl? Nah, it's just a pearl. I don't think. Yeah. I don't even know why I was thinking black pearl. It's just a pearl. Okay, down this way, and here we go. Now we've got to deal with Vorgan Soulbreaker. Okay, guys, I'm going to take him on. I'll be back in a minute. Here we go, guys. And that's it for him.
Soulbreaker's final message to you is his third of the incantation.
Now, one thing about this dungeon you want to make sure you come in here. You want to come in here with full... Ooh, a Moon School Trader. Very nice. Yeah, so there's some more of those polymorphs we saw earlier. Again, I'm not a polymorph user, I'll be honest with you. Never have liked playing with polymorphs. But it's pretty cool. The Moon School is pretty cool. It's pretty neat. You can transform into others. One thing about coming into a dungeon, you always want to make sure your potions are full. This particular dungeon, from what I remember, does not have, yeah, just the same Moon School thing. Does not have any, what do you call those things? Oh, did you see that? I jumped into it without looking, and there is a myth guy. And I gotta take this guy down quick. Okay. Part of the challenge is, if you notice, look at my health here, guys. I wasn't paying attention. I should have used one of my potions before I jumped in here. Let's cross our fingers and make sure, see if we can defeat this guy before they kill us. I'm going to go ahead and use my... interesting. I'm going to go ahead and use my new prism that I got for my new cloak. Yeah. And so that's one of the nice things about having that cloak there, guys, is because now the chances of you forgetting to throw a prism in your deck when you need to, it's not that big of a deal anymore because you got at least one there. You got the multi-prism, which is super useful. Okay, if they're going to be hitting me like this, I don't know how long I can survive this. Okay, 898. Hopefully he doesn't do anything big. Okay. Well. Ooh. Okay. So 609, guys. We gotta take him out. I would hate to have to restart this dungeon. Okay. If one of my guys is ready, no, I didn't get the right one. Okay. Well, let's go for it, guys. Hopefully they won't do a killing blow. Nice. How lucky are we there? Okay, I mean, but he could still kill me next round before I get a chance to cast. Okay, crossing our fingers, guys. It's going to be really close. Really close. By the way, another thing, when you're using prisms, always do your school traps after you put the prism on. Always put the prism on first, then do the school trap second. Okay, guys, this is going to determine whether we live or die right here. Nice. Thank goodness he was being a conservative myth monster. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. Yep, and I brought you in for the whole fight there. Didn't mean to, but there we go. Whole fight, and it looks like we'll have these guys done right here. So yeah, so as you saw, it's pretty important to keep those potions filled, especially if you're soloing a dungeon, because depending on the fights, you might have to use more than one potion. Like if I was paying attention, I would have potioned up before I jumped into this fight, because I only had 1,400 health, and I'm sorry, that's just a little bit low for me to trust to good fate. Okay, guys, let's go talk to Mr. Gloomfame now that we've gotten all the different whatchamacallums. Yep, very good. Sorry, just trying to stay out of the way of that guy. I don't want to get into any extra fights. Okay, Gloomfame, talk to us.
You got the pieces of the incantation. Yes, excellent.
Okay.
Let me tell you the sequence, if I can remember it properly.
There we go.
Gloomfame.
There we go. 3 pieces of the incantation.
You should be able to reactivate the Stellar Protector now.
Okay, let's go turn the Stellar Protector on. Okay, and let's see if we can get in. Remember, a lot of these quests is like discovering the secrets of all 3 schools. And this is
You speak
the
the
moon school right here.
incantation in the hopefully correct order.
Yep.
And the stellar protector awaits.
I've
Great.
been dormant for
Yes,
so
yes.
very long.
Well, let's get on
What
with
if
it.
Morganth and her armies were raised against
Yes.
Celestia.
Morganth
the
and her
Celestians
armies,
summoned the
ah.
Storm Titan to protect them.
Wow, that's crazy.
There was a flood. We tried to protect our cities against the waters.
So here's some history
but we
about
could
what
not
Morganth
save
did.
it all.
So
The
this is a
battle
world that
continued
Morganth
for us,
destroyed.
Even in death. The ghosts of Morganth's legions battled our own soldiers. We Stellar Protectors sought to protect Celestia's secrets, but we were undone
Yeah.
by
The way he
Morganth's
sounds, it's like
trickery.
old, but,
I
you know.
will release
I
the
get it.
barrier
It
that
seems
keeps
like
you
this is
from
more
the
recent.
Lunarium, and I vest you with the full authority of a Celestian luminary.
Oh, that's good. Fantastic. So let's go in.
You may have luck speaking to another stellar
Alrighty.
protector.
So this is a pretty cool room right here. So let's go talk to another Celestial, and look, another moon trainer. Still the same stuff, though. I mean, as far as for what we're looking at. And what we need to do is, there's a Zodiac thing right down here. Always keep an eye out when you hop into dungeons for these things right here.
A
That way,
messenger. It is a
that way
sign
you
of
don't miss them,
conciliation
because
and
that's some
friendship,
extra,
a herald of
training points or
negotiation
experience or
and of
something. Okay,
proclamation.
so we got to examine the Stellar Protector. There he is, right there. He's going to have us do a couple things.
This stellar protector has a minuscule amount of power.
Just enough, right?
I exist to serve my luminary.
Uh-huh.
The souls of
Good
the
thing
dead
that he
are
made me a
trapped in this
luminary, right,
place.
guys? Awesome.
Morganth's legions, their spirits corrupt this place.
Okay.
Selenor will not open
while they
those.
remain, so we're gonna have to
Release
stop
the crystal
Selenor.
pylons, and the ghosts will be free to depart the Lunarium if they are set in motion.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take care of the pylons. So you'll notice you'll have Morganth's legions and the Celestians, you know, kind of fighting each other there. Pretty cool. No, no, no. Get away, get away. No extra fights. Okay.
You present the captured sensorium to the celestial protector statues.
Okay.
Information flows into it at a high speed. The sensorium crackles
Very
with strange
cool.
energy, as if it's full.
Okay, let's go ahead and do another one. Okay, because I think we have to do both of them. And let's try to stay out of any fights. Very good. In and out, right? Big crystal spinning around. That's pretty neat. Yeah, I like this. I like it when we have cinematics like that. And we got to release the last one, which, thank goodness, is just right over here. Very nice. And that. Okay. So now, okay, let's knock out these stellar protectors, and then we can do the boss fight. There we go. There we go. Let me run right through them. Isn't that funny? Okay, guys. So I'm going to knock these guys out. I'll bring you back in a second. Okay, guys, we defeated him. Now let's go talk to Selenor. It looks like we'll probably have to defeat him as well, but that's good. And we didn't even lose any health in that last fight.
I don't know how you made it to this high place, but your orbit ends here.
Okay, Selenor, we're gonna have to stop you, so the Celestian spirits can move on, right? Because the war is over. Morganth beat you guys. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do some preparation for this fight. Probably not gonna need the ninja pigs. Let's go ahead and blade up, guys. So very, very good. So just as a reminder, as we're getting close to the end of this dungeon, guys, I do stream 4 times a week. Wiz streams are like on Tuesdays, Sunday nights, and sometimes on Fridays. That's something to watch out for. And if you like Minecraft, I got streams on usually sometimes on Fridays and Sunday afternoons. And then I've been doing a Pirate 101 stream on Wednesday. So if you guys like Pirate 101, I'd love to see some of you guys there. Hang out for that. It's always a fun time doing some Pirate 101. And like I said, that's my newest game I've just recently started playing, and I'm having a hoot with that. And it's in the spiral, so you get all the different link-ins, or should I say, you know, clues and combinations of the Wizard101 spiral. So it's kind of fun. It's neat if you're a fan of the spiral like I am. Okay, we'll put this one. I think that'll be enough to defeat these guys. Okay, guys, let's finish up Selenor here. I don't even think we'll need a feint on this one. What's he going to do? Yeah, ooh, he's going to use some judgmental action on us. Very nice. Tell you what, Judgment was one of my go-to spells when I was playing my balanced character. Very, very powerful spell if you know how to use it right. Hint, hint, the mobs generally don't use it as well as they could. I mean, if they knew how to use it right, we would be in trouble, I'll tell you what. Okay, Orthrus. 2 blades, even with the weakness, I think we got this. Let's see what happens here. There he goes. You let him know how it's going on. Yeah, 2-headed dog just looks weird, I'm sorry. I don't know if it looks great or odd, it's just weird. It's just weird looking. Do we got the kill? Yes, we do. Fantastic. Selenor, good night. Good night, sir. And guys, you're seeing the results of going for damage. And so that's one of the reasons why, with this particular wizard, I have been going for the damage, okay?
I sense that your heart is not tinged
Nope,
with evil.
I'm not a Morgan.
Morgan's shadow. I release unto you
Good.
the moon of Celestia. Use it well and wisely. May it grant you hope and direction.
Let's grab this moon relic here, guys. Fantastic. Oh, what is that? I think we just got an invite for a new spell quest, which is sad because we still haven't finished our last spell quest. We're like a spell behind because it's taking us forever to get to the Science Center. But we'll talk about that next episode, and we'll decide whether we want to go ahead and talk to Cyrus and see if we can't, get another spell quest, or there could be a pet. See, that's another thing that they don't always tell you about. That is that I believe level 58 was pets. Yeah, 56 is a new spell usually. Oh, sorry. Okay, so a while, like all the way through Celestia, through many levels, you would get a new spell every level 56. That's usually when you would get new spells. Level 58, for a while there, was new pet quests. But pets have changed so much, so pet quests have not been the same as they used to be. Okay, let's go ahead and pop this moon relic in. And then, awesome, guys. All we need is the Sun one now. Fantastic. We have installed that in the Grand Astrolabe. And, unfortunately, guys, this is all the time I've got today. I hope you guys had a good time. I really had a great time playing with you guys. I will be back again, and we will continue on this adventure in the myth walkthrough. And well, I guess that's all I have to say. This is Kieran Trollcaller, played by Kimise. Have a great evening, guys. Bye-bye.